welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today, I'm going to be inspired by the paintings in The Sims 4. There are such an amazing array of paintings, once you get past all the stickers, of course. But there are some really nice pieces that could inspire our build today. So this is, of course, going to be the every room is a different painting challenge. Now, I have done this challenge already previously, but in that one, I decided to pick my own paintings and spin a wheel for which one I'm going to use for which room. But this time I've counted that I've got 445 different paintings. So today, per each room, I'm just going to randomize a number and we're like going to pick whatever. If it's going to be this alien Journey to the Stars poster, or if it's going to be this beautiful Japanese watercolor painting, I have no idea, and that's a part of the challenge. I also have got the worst hiccups currently, so ignore if I hiccup. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you are going to enjoy this video, let me know down in the comments and let me know any other suggestions for future videos. And of course, use creator code SandraPika at checkout if you would like to support my channel. But with all that aside, let's get building. And I think I'm going to do outside today, inspired by a painting too. I will give myself 2 free passes to spin again, because technically I can get inspired by like whatever. If I get inspired by this food bowl decal, then yes, I'll imagine that we're using cats and dogs pack. Maybe the blue swatch of it will be inspiring. But if I end up getting like the next decal again next to it, because there's like 100 different types of cats and dogs one, I will give myself like 2 free spins, unless I just keep getting the same decals over and over again. But anyways, I think we should get going. Oh my god, the hiccups. So let me just magically create us a beautiful build. Poof, here we have it. And now in hindsight that I think about it, I should have waited until I picked a painting, just in case it's like a really old painting to make like an older looking house. But I think I'll still be able to alter this if I need to. The back looks a bit questionable, but don't worry about it. We've got a nice enough layout. We've got 2 bedrooms, an office space, 2 bathrooms, kitchen, dining, and sitting room, of course, and a hallway. So I think this could be quite interesting. So we can really focus on trying to get the vibe into those rooms. Let's not wait much longer. Let's pick out a painting for the outside, and I really hope it's not going to be like a wall hole so that we don't have to make it look run down. Above my head, I've got a random number generator. So we've got 400. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Let me just check my calculations. 445 different paintings. Let's randomize our first painting for the outside of the house. What is it going to be? 114. Okay, so my worst nightmares are coming through already. So we've got, this is 112, 113, 114. Is this Paw Hospital and Wellness sign? Are you kidding me? So this, literally, I've just built a vet clinic recently and I've used this sign. So the fact that I've got to be inspired by this again throws me a little bit over the edge. But sure, let's get inspired by this one. But I swear, if I get another cats and dogs decal, I will spin again, because screw that. So I guess this is not too bad though, because I do genuinely like some of the stuff from cats and dogs. Do we have like foundations? We do. Okay, so let me throw this up on a foundation. But we also have got like these like scoundrels and stuff. Well, this column and things. So maybe I'll try use these. So blue is like the actual color. Oh, I should have randomized the color. Well, you see, the thing is, if I randomized the actual color of the sticker, I would have cried. So maybe for this one, I will just do whatever to make the house look cute. I don't know what it is that I'm doing here, but I kind of like this like weird style that there's like this weird thing cutting in there. There's also this portion holding this part up. It almost reminds me of like a little bit of like an older house maybe, because looking at those boards on the house, they do look a little bit weathered. So look, I'm inspired by something here. Okay, guys, just please stay with me. For the windows, of course, we do have a really nice selection of windows. So I think I'm just going to go for white to match it. I do like the idea of doing like a big circular window here at the top, giving me like nautical vibes. I suppose I actually have no idea where this pack, this cats and dogs pack, is based on, but it does actually have quite nice options for windows and things. Like they're nice and stylized, and I never use them, so this is also really fun to try and use them. I wonder, can I like merge some of these windows together? I guess I could make like my own little thing here. Look, I can make like a big window out of these, although no, they're just about like the same size, but not really. Like, how dare you do that to me? Okay guys, so I've taken a bit of time to work on this, and I actually think it looks pretty cute. I am so annoyed by these windows over here because of that off-center roof thing that I decided to do. These windows windows feel so wrong. And now that I think about it, maybe that looks a little better. Maybe they need to be closer together. Maybe that works. But this is what we've got going on. I like that red and the blue. Also, I have no idea what this thing is at the top. And I have no idea why I covered these windows, but this side of the house is so boring. And then the back, this is what we've got at the back. So there is actually no back door, which is fine. You could just like walk through this side. I'm just trying to work on a little bit of like a back garden or like side garden, dare I say, over here. And I actually am realizing I really love these chairs. There's something so beautiful about them. And the swatches that they come with are so pretty. Like this one's one of my favorite swatches. I don't know whether it actually works with the aesthetic of the house. I feel like that light wood doesn't really work. So why don't we maybe go for either like the blue? I suppose maybe the blue. I don't think I've ever used the blue swatch of this, so that would be quite cute. And I'm trying to use as many like cats and dogs items, but honestly the majority of them are like wall decals and things like that, which logically it does make sense because like this pack does come with like a vet clinic, so it makes sense. There is a lot of like gameplay with this pack, I suppose, as well, because you can become a vet, a la-di-da-di-da. So I suppose there is a lot of really cool things that your Sims can do rather than cool items. But yeah, that's about it though, because the rest are like veterinary stuff. So we don't have too much, but it's fine. I'll add some base game stuff. Okay guys, I'm pretty happy with the way this house turned out. I think it actually is really cute, and looking at the items all together, I think they do create like a really lovely wholesome kind of vibe. Oh, I hate the way that's staying up when you put the walls down, but whatever. So this is what we've got at the back of the house. I've just added some more cats and dogs items, and yeah, I suppose, look, I could have gotten more inspired and created like a vet clinic look feel, but I literally just built a vet clinic, and that stupid sticker sent me off to a wrong start. So I decided to get inspired myself, and I think this does work. So I think we should desperately move on, and if I am going to get another one of those decals from Cats and Dogs, I will spin because I want the rooms to all be different. So guys, let's spin for what we're going to do next. I think I'm just going to do maybe the master bedroom just to the right of the house. So what are we going to do for the master bedroom, guys? 129. And why do I feel like that's already going to be a decal as well? 129 is this one. So this is an unlockable thing. It's Sims in Uniform calendar. This comes from Get to Work. Oh my god, that is tremendous. That is what we're getting inspired by. Okay, right, that is great. That's it. So I'm gonna put it right here. I mean, it kind of makes sense to have a calendar in a bedroom. I suppose you want to know what day it is, but looking at the floors and things that we've got, this is not looking very good. So I feel like base game is really going to help me a lot here. What about like, do we've got like any nice rugs? No, that's really bad. We've got this bed. Are you kidding me? I mean, obviously that's a police officer. So why don't I get, oh, there we go, police badge. That's fantastic. Why don't we get more so inspired by like the fact that this is like an officer bedroom? Because if I just go full on just Get to Work, we could kind of turn this into a science kind of department thing, and I don't really want that. So why don't we go for a nice police officer bedroom? So it's going to be kind of bland and boring, kind of similar to what that painting is showing us, but we're going to try and make something. Oh, okay. Police officer vibes already. It's giving me police officer vibes. Actually, maybe this with the dark wood. That looks like a police station. So I think also the bed I'm thinking about is this one. Weirdly enough, actually, I used this bed for my, oh, the texture on that bed. Oh my god. That's really bad, but I really want this color because it reminds me of like the blue and the beige and like the police officer vibes. I've used this bed for my Enchanted by Nature build. Would you believe that? It's crazy. Did I use that bed? I think I did. So we're kind of feeling beigey vibes, some like bits of blue, definitely more so like practicality and functionality over aesthetics, like that kind of way. I could do this as bedside lockers, maybe at least one of them. So this police officer, you know, he's not really too much into like the aesthetics. He's just more so into the practicality of things. So he doesn't really care about what the house looks like more so. Like, again, I can't use this as curtains, so I'm just gonna go for whatever I think is right. Oh my god, these blinds, because he's a police officer. Or like these ones actually, oh wait, these are actually from Get to Work, so that makes sense. Maybe I can make like a smaller version for these. Oh yes. Oh, he's got an alarm clock, of course, because he needs to wake up. Does he have any plants? I don't think he does. Although maybe he has like this cactus, because like you don't really have to water a cactus, and he has it right next to his bed. I actually really like this rug. I feel like it matches this bed perfectly, and I don't think I've ever used this rug before. Oh my god, that like glitchy texture bed is like sending sending me over the edge a little bit. I also feel like maybe to play with the narrative of this person, oh, that would make sense though, but I kind of wanted to go for like an older feeling lamp, because maybe this person like moved into this house and they don't really like, they've left all of the old person aesthetic inside this house, because maybe there was an old person that lived here in the past and we just kind of left everything the way it is, you know, we don't really care, we're really busy at work. Oh, work is so stressful, and you know, we're a police officer, so obviously, like, as it should be, work is priority. Like, we love work, that's what I'm trying to say, like, we just love it. And maybe we also have a TV in this room, kind of like a small TV like this, because we actually like don't really, so like we work really long hours, so when we come home from work we just go straight to bed with money. Oh, it's money. Did we find this money? Maybe. Is that a bit weird? Maybe we found this money as proof, or maybe we just get paid a lot because we're a good police officer. I don't know, we just got promoted. I don't know. What I was trying to say is that we don't actually like eat in the dining room. We just like come here and we bring all of our food. Whoa, what is this? Oh, that is cool. Okay, sorry, maybe we have this like on the floor. I'm just trying to like tell you a story and I keep getting sidetracked. What is wrong with me today? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that we're so busy and we come home and we get like a ready meal from the fridge and we just eat it right here while watching TV, and also while like looking through crime master plan details of the case we're working on, you know, so it makes sense. We've also got like this really cool bookshelf here, or maybe actually no, sorry, we're gonna go for this older kind of bookshelf because again, this is the bookshelf that came with this house. I also feel like we would need a chair here. Like, we kind of just sit here and think. Sometimes we think about the case. The case has just been really, you know, it's been on my mind recently, so sometimes I stop myself and I'm like, Sandra, I think it's gone too far, like, can you stop talking now? I have no idea why I went on with the storyline of this person. They don't have like a full meal when they come home from work, so they just got a cookie jar there and they just snack. And they've also got like their family photo, because maybe they're like, what's that thing where people are like private investigators or like a secret agent kind of thing, where you have to like move to a different town or even a different country and kind of live an undercover life. So maybe they've got like a family photo here, and that's why they're working so hard as a police officer here. We've got like the fresh clean clothes that we just got from the laundromat down the road, because we obviously don't do our washing. We've got too much time. I mean, not enough time, sorry. So maybe that is like the narrative that we're going with here. Wow, so bright and so stunning, but that is where we live. Like, that's just who we are, and we're on a case, and that's all you need to know. I think I'm gonna do the bathroom next. This bathroom is speaking to me for some reason. There is also an ensuite here that I will have to do, so maybe let's do the two bathrooms with the same painting. Hi guys, what number are we gonna do for the bathroom? Drum roll please. 419. Okay, so the painting is this one, Bridges of Misshapen Paths. I can barely even fit this painting into the bathroom, but I like the vibe. Now I'm just realizing as I'm doing this challenge, I don't think I need to stop myself from using just that pack. I guess it is kind of fun. I don't think I'll be able to do it for the bathroom, but it was kind of fun. I'm only just clicking with myself now. I don't actually need to follow the pack that the painting is from. What the heck is wrong with me? Anyway, so looking at that red color, I'm instantly thinking of like red tiles. Oh, wait, now this floor tile looks kind of fun. Maybe we could do this. Can I merge it with like this orange color? That's already kind of giving me this vibe. And maybe like a dark red wall like this. So I also feel like that light orangey color could be a nice gold accent. So why don't we just like work with that for a little bit? It's a big enough bathroom to be fair, but I'm kind of struggling to fit stuff in it. There is this cool toilet that has like some black, like kind of dark red wood. So maybe that also gives me that vibe. Why am I thinking this sink, but I don't think there's any morsel of my body that would allow me to use that sink? Like, I just kind of feel it with like the angles and the shapes. Or maybe we could do this thing. Why would I do that in my right mind? Something is telling me to use that sink. Is it? Or am I just imagining that? Oh, because I could just use this one, because also the idea of that faucet, that sink there, it's kind of giving me lines, and there is a little bit of black in there. So sorry, maybe I'll actually use this one. Sandra, calm down. Let's use something nicer. I also kind of want to fit a bath in here, but what the heck? Like, am I going a bit wild with this? Could just do a black bath, because to be fair, there is a lot of detail missing from the painting because it's so dark. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So maybe this is kind of fun. Okay, I'm actually trying to use some city living stuff, and I think this light, weirdly enough, kind of works here. So I'm picking items that have like lines through them because I'm just really inspired by those kind of lines. I'm presuming this is like a bridge kind of thing. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, okay, so I think that looks kind of fun. Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like this bathroom. I think it has a very interesting vibe, and I suppose I did get quite inspired by this, just by the feeling of it, but also by the colors and the shapes of it. So I'm very happy. This created literally the perfect scenario because challenges like this make me think outside the box. And I've definitely created a bathroom that I wouldn't normally throw together like this. So I'm very proud of this one. Hopefully you guys like it. Okay, guys, I reckon let's move on to maybe this side of the house. Let's complete the right-hand wing and let's do the kitchen. I'm terrified for this one. So let's generate the kitchen painting 96. That's going to be a decal for sure. Okay, so it's this thing. Oh my god. Okay, so that is a little readers future leaders decal. That is what we've got. We've got a few beautiful swatches. Oh my god. Wow, beautiful. I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to get inspired by the get to work kind of family vibed. You know, we've got like some books and some novels and stories. So yeah, it's really about the book. Nice bright colors. Yeah. Definitely. Do I really have to use this? I don't think I'm gonna put this in here, but maybe I will get inspired by it, but I will do like a get together. No, growing together kind of vibe, because we actually have like the nice flooring and stuff, which would be pretty cute. So we could go for like nice bright colors, like maybe let's do yellow. Maybe let's like mix it up with the blue. We could even add a little bit of like a wooden tone here because, you know, in those paintings, oh my god, why is this kind of coming out the wall? In that decal, we really did have like a fun little like jungle theme. So maybe we could do something like this. Yeah, I knew that this would have happened with the decals. So maybe next time we get a decal, I will spin again. Or I wish there was like a way to categorize not having decals. It's so annoying, but whatever. I guess we can't do much about that. Maybe I'll go for maybe like orange appliances as well. I think that would be quite fun. So we're really getting inspired by like the bright colors and things. Is that the only kitchen stuff we've got? I think so. I think the rest is kind of more so decoration. I mean, this pack does come with some beautiful items. I'm not gonna lie. It is a really nice pack. Even for like the swatches and things. I think it's just a very tasteful pack. So I don't think it's gonna be hard to create a nice room inspired by this pack. It's just the decals are driving me insane. Like honestly, they do make me quite upset. Maybe we could have some nice bookcases here too, because in those images, we did have lovely bookcases. So we could do like a lovely reading nook. Because, you know, if you're cooking dinner, it would be nice if someone could just like sit here next to you. I don't think this chair is going to be functional, but at this point I'm grasping at all straws here, so to make things look good. So it would be nice if someone maybe like sat here with you while you're cooking and you can just chill with them. Just as a reminder, this is what we've got here again. Although, do you know what? Maybe I could do like a little play section over here, like just right at the entrance of the door. Maybe it would be kind of fun to have like a couple of like toys and stuff on the ground, because maybe like kids that live in this house, they just like to play while their mom cooks dinner or something. Maybe that actually isn't too bad of an idea, that we could just kind of get inspired by this somehow. Oh yeah, like fun little things made. Like if we could put them on the fridge, that would be really fun. I think there's definitely potential in this room. It just feels like a really happy, kind of messy household where, like, you know, we allow the kids to sit on the floor in the middle of the kitchen and play games, even though it's kind of dangerous, I want to say, but it doesn't matter. We're just a very chill family, so I think that's kind of cute. Okay guys, so I've completed this room and look how much I've cluttered it. I've put like so many random little like kitchen supplies and things on this wall. So just to play with that narrative of like family growing together, you know, maybe this family just really loves to spend time together. They like, oh, you're going cooking? Oh, well, the whole family's coming with you, like that kind of way. And I also added some small little like pink aprons to suggest that maybe the kids help out with the cooking, but there are things in the way, there are things on top of each other. It's messy. There's two rugs. They're all at an angle. Chaos is here and we love to see it. And I think it's actually kind of cute. Like the shopping is still here in the bag. Nobody undid that. Someone started cleaning, but then they forgot to put stuff away. You know, it's just messy and cluttery. And I guess that's what that decal is giving me. It's just giving me family vibes, cute, really soft and friendly and happy and vibey. And I think that's this room. I mean, I'm glad I got inspired in this way because I think it created a very, very nice space. And I really love growing together as a pack. It has beautiful items in it. Right, guys, let's move on. Let's just really quickly get the hallway out of the way just so that we can kind of continue making our way to the left side of the house. As I said, if I get a decal this time, I will spin again because I actually wanted a proper painting this time. So let's spin. What are we going to get? 145. That seems a bit better. Oh, bloody heck. It's a Debate Guild membership poster. Are you kidding me? Guess this isn't a painting, but it's a poster, so it's technically not a decal. I'm so annoyed. Like, I actually wanted proper paintings. Look, I guess this is a poster, so maybe I will just get inspired by this. Is this meant to be like, yeah, so sorry, yeah, a debating. Okay, fair enough. Bloody heck. Okay, I'm going to get inspired by this painting. Honestly, I'm gonna try make, well, it's not even a painting, it's a poster. Okay, next one, I'm actually gonna make it a painting, whether it wants to be a poster, a decolor, a sticker, or whatever the heck. But right, let's do it. So this comes from Discover University. So I'm gonna continue kind of getting inspired by also the pack that the item comes from. But no, but you see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna get inspired that much. I do really like this wall from Discover University, but I don't want to make this feel like we are in a university, if you get me. For some reason, something is possessing me to use the cork board and maybe pretend that like this is, oh, I wish I could put that poster on the cork board. Maybe we could just pretend that this house is like really into, like maybe it's a house where one of the parents is like a teacher or something. So we've got like a nice little section right here to remind everyone like, okay guys, so this is what's happening for the week. I've got lectures on this day, and then I've got this on this day, and then my big debate is coming up, guys. Don't forget about it. I hope everyone can make it. It's Thursday evening. Yes, we can have takeaway that evening, guys. Don't worry about it. I don't know what the heck that means, but I kind of want a floor that feels a little, okay, that literally reminds me of like a school, like not basketball court. Is that what I'm trying to say? So maybe we can actually go with this flooring. So it's like I'm trying to give off the feel that this painting is giving me, but I'm also trying to make it look normal and that it doesn't feel like a weird home. Oh, we could do something like this. This is really giving off like family, home. Like this would be in like a film. Like you'd be watching like a random film of like a random family, like a comedy drama. Like that would be their house. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, considering this is like college vibes, well, not college vibes, maybe we could just have like a bit of a bookcase. I feel like actually this one would probably make a lot of sense, or else you could actually do, this isn't even Discover University, this one, but maybe this one actually would work here. It kind of matches the wooden color as well. I don't really like that one. I don't like the curved edges of it, but you can't say I'm not trying to use something different though, so that's quite fun. And then maybe we could do another little surface area right here. Oh, like this accent table with all the books as well, because you know, we're teachers. We love to teach. Oh, this is giving me teacher vibes. I don't know why. Do you get like the same kind of feelings as I do every time I make builds like this? Because there's something kind of weird about this. I like see the feeling that I'm trying to create. I don't know what I'm talking about, but hopefully you guys get it. I'll add some nice books here as well. And I mean, I know this is a debate poster, so do I do like the microphone debate station? I guess that would be a bit weird. What if I type in debate? Oh yeah, see, I could do the debate podium, but that's a bit weird. I was like, that's not a microphone, that's a hair dryer. I guess maybe we could have like a microphone here, just like in the corner. So like, oh wait, maybe we could have a couple of them here, and this is just where we store them. Like there's just 2 microphones right here. We love to practice debating because like we are a debating teacher and we just liked the sound of our own voice, so we've got microphones around the house. I don't know. Okay guys, I think I see the vision with that poster doing its thing and making this almost feel like a hall in a school or a basketball like sports hall, but also like studious vibes. Okay, I wanted to put something else on this portion, maybe just this little box. God knows what's in that box. Maybe some exam results, who knows. So that's what we've got. We've got some teachers in the house, and then obviously maybe someone just really loves debating. God only knows what's going on, but let's move on. Let's do the dining room next. This time, as I said, I am going to try and just get a painting. So let's spin. No, number 4 is not going to be a painting. I just know for a fact it won't be. Number 4 is a floor cobweb. That would be kind of cool, but I genuinely did want a painting. I'm going to spin again for a bigger number. Honestly, I kind of need a number that's higher than like 200. So I'm going to spin a couple of times, I think. Okay, 215. I'll take this one. You've actually got to be kidding me. It's still a poster. This challenge is absolutely physically possible if you just want paintings, because I have no idea how I could have done this. I feel like the best way would have been to just like actually screenshot all of these images, which I mean, that would be painful. If I screenshotted all of the paintings that I wanted and then put them on a wheel, maybe that's something I've got to do, because I have to do this. I don't want that to be the inspiration for my sitting room or for my dining room. But I guess I did spin a lot, so I guess I'm gonna have to get inspired by this stupid thing. Let's try and just think about it. Okay, this is also City Living. City Living has some nice patterns and textures, and this is like a red and orange and nice black, maybe some gold. Do I see gold in there? Maybe. Let's just imagine this. I think sometimes you really just have to create the vision in your head because no one else is going to do it for you. So let's try and do that. I'm sensing kind of like a dark floor from this as well. I'm kind of feeling something like this as well, but that's very similar to what's happening in the hallway. It's just like an upscaled version of it. Should I maybe try use this like this flooring? Do I make it a little bit more toned down? Oh wait, maybe the toned down version, because it's more like gold gold vibes, and then maybe on the walls we can do some orangey textures. We could do this. That's an idea. Yeah, I definitely want to try and create a different method of doing this challenge, because I think this challenge has a lot of potential, because the paintings in this game, some of them are beautiful. And that's why I did it. Like the first time I did this challenge, I did decide to do my own paintings. So I picked out a couple that I thought were nice or that were kind of funny or whatever. And I spun the wheel with those, because as you can see, I'm just doing decals and posters for the whole challenge, because half the category is decals and posters. So maybe also if The Sims decided one day, I don't know, to separate those two categories so that it's easier for us to do that, maybe that would be ideal. But look, I'm not going to complain too much. I'm going to take this challenge like a pro, and I'm going to do my very best to try and figure something out. I like the idea of this long table with the glass, because it reminds me of this big tall skyscraper with all the glass windows. Do you see what I'm doing there? I'm like desperately trying. I don't know how I'm going to make this poster look good in this room. That's another part of the video that is also very difficult. But look, let's just try and make something nice out of this. Can I do these black and red chairs? Absolutely not. Oh, maybe these chairs are kind of fun. Maybe these orange ones could work here with like the texture. Because again, it's like little squares, reminding me of all the little squares that we see going on. Do you see that texture on that building? Yes, you do. I'm sure you guys also see it with me. As I said, City Living does actually have quite nice rugs. So maybe I'll use an interesting rug here as well. Like I actually really like this rug. I don't understand why I don't use this one more often. I wish we could scale things down to a scale in between these two. That would be fun. Oh, I could do like fun 2 rugs again. Yes, we love to do that on this channel. God knows why. I just like to... Oh, this one's so pretty. Oh, what? This one's so nice, but it's just not going to fit here. It's like bigger than the room. Oh, I really love this rug. Actually, does this rug even match the aesthetic I'm trying to work with here? I don't think so. Okay, do you see the vision? I've got little squares here as well to resemble the little squares on the poster. And we've got nice vertical kind of shapes and these like little skyscraper looking like lights. It kind of, you know what? The combination of items is kind of working with me somehow here. I have no idea how, and I have no idea what the heck is forcing it to work here, but I think there's something interesting about this space. Let's maybe also add like a fun little... Oh, we could add like an orange chair in the corner. I know that text is a little bit more red, but maybe this orange still has a cool vibe. We can maybe put this poster actually above here. I'm kind of finding it difficult to create that narrative for why there's a poster here, but look, we've got some fun colors. Some of these items from City Living are honestly really, really nice. Like this object is really cool. And again, it's giving that skyscraper feeling. Do you see that? You should see it, because I'm working really hard to at least find objects to make this make sense, even though this really doesn't make too much sense. Oh, my lemons. Sorry, no. You have to type in tart to find my lemon. And there's actually like a red version of them. I'm presuming it's like grapefruit, or I don't know what other fruit that would be. So let me know what you think that is. But I guess that kind of makes sense with like the red writing. Could also do some candles on the middle of the table, because it obviously looks like something has stricken that tower. But maybe we could add some candles to suggest that maybe it's like things are burning. Oh my god, that is so weird, but you get the gist. You get the idea, and I think that's kind of fun. Wow, guys, what a stunning dining room. Do you love it? Because personally, I myself kind of hate it. So I'm kind of interested to see whether you guys like it. And maybe let's do this red light as well from above. It's an interesting take, but I'm so bloody sick of the posters and the decals. So maybe let's move on to a different room. Let's do the sitting room next, shall we? And I swear to God, I want a big number. I'm not settling for anything that's at least not like 300. So let's spin. 225, that's still going to be a poster. So I'm going to go again. 296, right? I can take that. I hope you guys don't mind that I am kind of breaking my own rules here, because I know at the start of the video, I did tell myself, oh, you're only going to get like 2 free pass spins. I genuinely thought with randomizing all of the paintings, I would have been able to find more paintings and not just bloody stickers and decals and posters. You actually have got to be kidding me. 296 precisely is another poster. I'm going to lose my absolute mind when I tell you this. I was so happy when I saw where I was. I was like, oh my god, look at all these beautiful paintings. And I'm counting and it's like 295. 296 is Journey to the Stars poster. Poster. Like, it's the only poster in this one. I'm so annoyed. I'm gonna do it because I'm interested in the colors and I think the aesthetic rate has something kind of interesting. But I swear to God, the two last rooms have got to be paintings and I will spin 100 times until I get a bloody painting next. Right. So alien themed sitting room. How fun. We see loads of beautiful colors. Of course, we see the alien type colors and we see nice black accents as well. So that's fun. I am actually just so taken back. I really didn't expect myself to be struggling to pick out a painting from the painting category. Like, it's a category that should have paintings in it, yet the only things I'm picking out are posters. Why can't we get like another, you know, like wall decorations? Next to wall decorations, there could be like stickers and decals. Like, can we please get that? Because I just can't do this. Okay, I'm obviously joking. It's not that serious and it's fine. I'm just struggling now to figure out what couch matches my alien poster. Look, it's still kind of fun doing challenges like that because, as I said, they make you come out of your comfort zone. But sometimes they make you come out of your comfort zone and want to jump out the window with your computer in your hand. We could use Bumpalicious. Do you remember when I used Bumpalicious one time? It was like, what was it? Was it the random wallpaper challenge? But I had to use Bumpalicious and it was actually really funny. So like that would make a lot of sense. But I think I want to make this a little bit more cooler. And maybe suggest that this is like kind of like a hipster, funky, retro kind of home. And they like that kind of poster. Maybe I'll give myself some creative freedom to add another funky looking cool painting next to this to make it seem like, yeah, we really love kind of retro things like this. Do you see what I mean? Like if I add two of these together, maybe that would actually have a nice feel in the space. Guys, does this look weird? I kind of have a feeling it does, but I wanted to make some sort of like a cool bookcase thing so that maybe suggests that, you know, these people are like really cool and funky. They're kind of like I don't want to say they're nerds in this house, but like maybe they have like a lot of books and a cool little setup. And then on this wall, we could have like really nice little posters. And I always laugh. Someone commented on my video yesterday saying, "You'll always put your TVs too high." And like, yeah, maybe I do, but like, I don't think that's that high. And maybe you think that is high because yes, from down low, that does seem like you've got to like look up and crack your neck. But in my parents' house, we have our TV like right above our fireplace. So it is quite high up. So you kind of sit like this. So maybe I'm used to that. But also the reason why I put them up so high is because from like looking down when you're building, that doesn't even seem that high. And that seems kind of too low. But look, I've put it down low today because I'm trying to match it with my cabinets. Okay, I'm just trying to add some decorations. This is what I've kind of came up with. I think it's kind of funky. It's kind of giving me slight bit of alien vibes, but I'm just trying to go with that narrative that maybe these people just really like their little funky little retro hipster gaming decals, which I think is quite fun. So maybe over on this side, I actually have a little alien, which I think is really cute. I was gonna add a desk here too for like a gaming setup, but I don't think I will. But now I'm thinking, why don't we do actually like a games table like this one? I never really do them. Well, actually, I just did it in my previous video, but I never really put them inside the house. Like, it's just such a weird chair. Maybe we could do this. Like, I feel like aliens would love this. They were like, beep, bap, boop. This is so fun. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Do you see the vision? I feel like you don't, and that's fine because I don't really either. But look, it's fine. This is our sitting room, okay? I don't think it's the worst room I've ever created, but I just genuinely want like a beautiful, lovely painting to get inspired by. So let's move on. This is the spare bedroom. So let's quickly whip that up. And by God, if I don't get a nice painting, I will cry. Right, so generating a number. Why don't I do minimum? Wait now, what if I do minimum? Okay, so 296. I think 288 was around where like the nice painting started. So why don't I try do minimum 288? So we kind of bypass all of the stickers and stuff. Let's try it anyways. Okay, 367. That seems promising. You actually won't believe it. Like, are you actually joking me? I wish I was lying to you guys, but I'm sitting here counting like an idiot. This is 367. It's a poster. Are you kidding me? 367, and that is 367. Oh my God. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm spinning again. This is a literal poster that I didn't even know. Like, I barely even noticed the existence of that poster. It's amongst all the other paintings. Oh my God, I'm getting rid of it. No, I'm spinning again. I cannot believe it's like the posters know. It's like when the spin the wheel knows I don't want purple and it bloody gives me purple. I'm spinning again. Sorry, you didn't see it. I got 419. I'm gonna try that instead. 419. Didn't we already get 419? Now that I think about it, because I'm coming up to the paintings. Oh my God, it's this painting again. You've got to be kidding me. What is actually going on with this? It's like it doesn't want me to get a nice painting. Right, one last spin this time. This is the one we're gonna do. 294. Please, just give me something nice. Okay, so we've got this one. I'm glad at least you got something. I did just use this painting yesterday in my build, but I'll use it this time again because, wait, actually, is this a poster? That is actually a print. That's not even a painting. Oh my God. Maybe I should just stop making YouTube videos at this point. What the heck is going on? Like, I always thought, okay, well, look, it's a print, but it's printed on like a nice bit of backing, like a little board. I'm just gonna continue. I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna just go with this. Okay, so this one has a few nice different swatches. Maybe I'm gonna pick my own swatch. Do you know what? I'm gonna take my own challenge into my own hands. Or actually, wait now, maybe we could use like 2 of them. And maybe we could do like a fun little display of random ones. That's kind of fun. Yeah, let's do this because at this point, I'm just like losing my mind tremendously. This is actually the funniest thing because I thought this challenge would be so nice and so easy peasy and it'll just be so fun. Just nothing makes sense anymore to me because I keep getting stupid posters. I want a bed that kind of has a lot going on in it, or maybe something that has like, maybe the posts. That would be kind of fun. See, like that really does nicely work with this bed. I really like this wallpaper as well. This is from the Wizards pack and it also has like that kind of bluey tinge to it. And I think altogether with this bed, it does seem to have nice feeling. I actually really like this space. I don't think it's too bad. It's a very stylized spare bedroom though. So whoever wants to stay here, best enjoy the aesthetic of the stars and the moon and deep dark blues. Guys, are the stars too much? I'm not sure at this point because I kind of love them, but I kind of hate them at the same time. I love the gold accents in this room, but like, is that a bit pathetic? Like, is that a bit like, oh God, what is she doing? Oh my God, yeah, delete the whole room. Perfect. Okay, there's something actually I really like about this space. So it is turning out to be quite nice. I'm just gonna put maybe a mirror over on this wall just because that wall seems a little bare. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just go for maybe one of these because it also has like the gold accents, so maybe it has that astronomy feel. I have no idea if that's the right term. Or else I can actually put this mirror here, but then what the heck do I put on this wall? It's a bit of a boring wall, so maybe let's just turn this around and I'll just put another one of these shards. I thought this was maybe like a natural shape of a star, you know, just falling down from the sky. I have no idea what the heck's going on in this room, but I really like it. I'm not gonna lie, I think there's something kind of adorable about this. Oh, I should have added fairy lights. That's right. I'm just gonna add some cute little fairy lights over here. It's okay that they're clipping a little bit through my little thing there, but maybe we could do just like maybe just 2 actually like this. Oh, or wait, for balance I'll move them over. Guys, this is really cute. They're like little stars. Do you love this room? Because I actually really kind of do. Imagine like a little witch living in here, or else why did I instantly say a little witch? Right guys, the one last room of the house. Everybody that's watching, say a little prayer. Keep your fingers crossed. This is our office space, right? If you're still watching at the end of this video, everyone right now just like stop what you're doing and look at the screen and everyone say to the random number generator, please give us a painting, like an actual painting. How many paintings did I get in this house? Technically, I only got inspired by the bathroom as a painting, and that's like a painting on a canvas. It is still a painting, but everything else technically was either a poster, sticker, or a decal. So I'm going to be sitting here, right, until I get a painting. I'm going to be randomizing until a nice painting comes up. Anyways, let's randomize. Right, what is it going to be? 291. That seems awfully close and awfully terrifying. 291 is this one. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's do this one. Right, well, I wanted a painting, so now I got 5 of them, so that's fantastic. I guess this could have been a little bit better. Like, imagine if I got like this nice piece, like this funky thing, or like even this cat. Oh my god, like why didn't I get cool paintings for this house? But look, I still really like this painting. It does have quite a few different swatches, so now that I think about it, which one do I go for? Maybe we could do like this really fun like fishing vibe with like the orange and the yellows and the greens and fish. Like that's quite cute. You gotta admit, that's pretty adorable. I kind of want to use my Enchanted by Nature floor for this. For some reason, I feel like it would kind of work pretty well. Like it just reminds me of like little scales of a fish or something, and obviously we're being inspired by fish here, so that's quite cute. I want a dark green wallpaper, and I actually don't even think we have a color that I want. Well, there is this thing. Oh wait, maybe actually this one would be okay. These 2 colors are so similar to each other that you can barely tell the difference, but maybe I could do something like this. We could actually kind of merge the brown with it. Or do I go for like a vibrant orange? Or we can actually get inspired by this pack, because this pack has actually really nice things in it. Okay, let's do that, because I suppose we were kind of inspired by by the packs all along. So let's continue with this. I think that actually has some nice textures going on, especially with the Enchanted by Nature floor. Oh, we could go for this like old makeshift desk. Yes, I think that literally has the correct feel here. I kind of want like a bright orange chair though. Is that a possibility? Oh, like something like this. Oh God, I did not know this thing comes in an orange swatch. I kind of want something a little bit more rustic feeling. Oh, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Oh, it's not really giving me that canoe vibe. I could just go regular chair. That probably makes the most sense. Oh my God, what am I doing? So do we want a computer? Because it looks like we're kind of more so into fishing, whatever the heck that means. So maybe since this pack is Adventure Awaits, of course, why don't I get the paper crafting kit in this beautiful orange swatch? And then maybe let's just put like a load of flowers around here too, to maybe suggest that like, oh my God, that maybe suggests that we are also like into flower arranging and like more so kind of natural hobbies. Oh, this pig is so cute. Maybe I'll use this. I never, ever used this before. Well, I probably have used it at some point, but maybe I'll make it a bit smaller and put it like right here. And do we have like a small sculpture of a dog? I'm like really specifically looking for things. Oh my God, we've got this dog. Because there is a, oh no, sorry. Why am I searching for a dog? I want fish. Although a dog would be kind of fun too. Ah, screw it. Let's just put this dog here. This is really adorable. I've used this dog in my vet clinic that I built recently. So I think that's really cute. No, I started this video thinking that yes, these challenges make you think outside the box. How fun is this? And now I'm like, what am I actually doing? I really couldn't tell you what's going on, but I really like it and I'm enjoying myself. And honestly, sometimes that's really all that matters. Maybe I could do these like bamboo kind of shutters as our actual shutters. Okay, I don't like the way they're so far from each other. So maybe I'll overlap them like this so that they actually close the full window like that. I think that looks pretty cool. I might also use this rug from Enchanted by Nature because I think that also has a really nice feel. But not just any swatch. Where is the swatch with the canoes? Yes, this one. I mean, it's a bit weird and it doesn't really fit my aesthetic here. I feel like this is the right place to use it because we're inspired by a canoe. I think I need a bit of an angle. I think I need a little bit of angular chaos. And maybe just to make this a little bit more normal, I will take like this thing in a beautiful orange swatch and I will overlay it a little bit just to tone it down a small bit. You know, we're not that crazy here. Okay, so then also, since this is an office space, maybe let's just add another skill. And I am kind of thinking of flower arranging because there is that beautiful flower over here, you know, that would be kind of fun. Do you know what the weird thing is about this game? Well, it's not that weird, but I think about this sometimes. So you know the way we have fishing as a skill? I don't think there's much like fishing items. So like, yes, there is this thing which I kind of want to use. Makes sense. And recently, well, actually, I don't know what pack that came with. Oh, there is a thing in a pack. Is it maybe Basement Treasures? Everyday Clutter? Yes, this thing. Okay, so we have a fishing rod here, but shouldn't we have like a fishing rod and base game to suggest that maybe your sim likes fishing? I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. But I will, of course, use this to symbolize that we love fishing. Fishing is life. Maybe we've got this thing here as well. I have no idea what this room is or what it's turning into. Maybe like a little bit of like a cluttered space. I mean, I can't really put a canoe in here, but maybe if I just put a nice flower arranging table here, the whole narrative will come together and this will make sense. Like, look at that. That's adorable. With some greenhouse haven stuff here too. Actually, I could put some like pots here and maybe some like soil and stuff over there. Okay, it's a bit of a push to be honest with you now at this point, but maybe I could add some like boxes over there as well. Maybe like just some pots over here. So we're kind of combining a lot of our interests into one space, which I do think is really fun. Oh, we could do this also where we have like a nice hanging plant here with all of our fun interests as like a little collage. Or wait, actually, if I move this over a little bit, I could also use this light, which I think this light makes a lot of sense. It looks like you're going to be prepping something or like working on something. So maybe something like that is kind of more interesting. We can still have the fishing rod here. And then like maybe this there. Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. Maybe I'll actually move this thing over here. What do we think of this room, guys? It's a bit weird and it's definitely the most different office I've created in quite some time. But I'm really enjoying the way this turned out. And maybe for the light, I also will use this like orange one from Werewolves. I think there's something kind of interesting about this space. So that now concludes my whole entirety of my every room is a different painting house. And technically this should be called every room is a different bloody poster because this was not ending the way I thought it was going to be. But the one last thing I gotta do is do a little tour. Well guys, welcome on into this house where we started off with a decal and we finished finally with a painting. And I've taken this in a very weird way because we started off with the like veterinary decal and I didn't really want to create another vet looking like clinic place because I've just built a vet clinic. So we got inspired solely by cats and dogs on the outside, which is kind of interesting. I don't really know. It's kind of weird. Don't worry about it. Then we come through and we're inspired by this debate poster, which I've created us like a family home / school and / sports hall feeling scenario. So that's quite interesting. Then the first master bedroom was a detective space. This detective lives here by himself. Maybe he's on duty, maybe he's on call, or maybe he just has no stylistic taste whatsoever, but this is a pretty interesting space. We then also have a bathroom, which I love this bathroom. I actually want to say that this bathroom is like my favorite room of the house, and now maybe the office is my second favorite, but I love the way this space turned out. We also have the second bathroom right here, which I just think is so fun and so different, and it is kind of giving me city living vibes, but obviously mixed with other packs now when I realize, Sandra, what the heck are you actually doing? Then we've got this really cluttered kitchen space. I mean, maybe now that I think about it, it's a little bit too cluttered, but we were inspired by this decal, which seems cluttered as it is, so that's why I kind of got inspired. And honestly, looking at this space right here and seeing the amount of objects I managed to place on this bookshelf, it just makes it so fun, and I love figuring out how to make something feel lived in and loved and older rather than just like a catalog home. So this specifically, this kitchen is definitely not a catalog home kitchen. This has been lived in, and I think it's quite interesting. Let's move straight right into this poster dining room where we got inspired by this apocalyptic thing, whatever the heck that is. You see the vision? I really hope you do, because I'm going to move along quite briefly out of that room. And aliens came along and we got inspired by this poster. Literally every room has a different poster challenge is exactly what we've created here. I hope you enjoy my wait, what happens with my candles? My candles like fell? They were up there and then they fell down there. This is not much like Alien House, but someone that maybe is into aliens and like nerdy kind of cool stuff. So we've got this right here, which I think is quite interesting, some games and things. Then we managed to create probably my second favorite room, which is this beautiful spare bedroom inspired by this print. So again, not even a painting, a print, but this is still closer to a painting than any of the posters were. So I've really, oh my god, why do I keep leaving? I really love this space. I think it's so nice. Even like looking at this section right here, I think there's something really pretty. I think maybe the colors and stuff. So it's a nice tasteful room, even with like that wizard's wallpaper. What is that pack called? Everyone's a wizard. I don't know. And then we've got the last room, which is the office space, and you would whack your head in that light, but that's not my problem. So this is what you've got going on here. So we got inspired by literally like practically one proper painting in this challenge, which is this one from Adventure Awaits. So it's kind of nice. We created something very crafty, very colorful, very wild, and also we really tapped into all of those features of this painting. So I do really like this because it created almost like a narrative by itself, like really quickly. I was just like picking out objects, but already I think this turned out to be probably one of my favorite rooms. One of my favorite offices I've done. How many of you guys are screaming at the screen for potentially different things that I could have done? Or maybe I actually, from the get-go, should have counted what should be the minimum number? Because if I maybe started off like right here somewhere at the Inky Mountains, so I could have done like minimum 200, max 400. You get me? Like that kind of way. Maybe that's something I will try in the future, or else maybe if something possesses me, I will actually screenshot maybe like 100 paintings that I like, and then we spin a wheel of 100 paintings that I like. I'm not entirely too sure, guys, or else maybe once Sims figures out after watching this video, maybe they'll be able to separate posters. See, paintings and posters? No, you should do paintings and then a separate one posters. Nevertheless, I still think that this created a very interesting build, and as I said, these builds do really make me think outside the box with stylistic choices and items that I use. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to let me know down in the comments, and of course subscribe to my channel. And maybe if I mentioned any packs that you've enjoyed, if you are going to be purchasing any of them, do consider using my creator code, as that does help support my channel. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this stressful video. Hopefully you guys weren't too stressed with the chaos of the poster challenge, but I still enjoyed it. So thanks so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.